Hello fellow battle researchers, today we're going over 4 offensive and 4 defensive Coromon you must have on your competitive Coromon teams. If you're excited for more Coromon and other monster taming content, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let's jump on in. Big Bearealis continues to be a prominent physical attacking threat in the Coromon meta, and over time it's only gotten better. Initially when its trait changed from clumsy power to contained power, I thought it wouldn't be that good, but it's even better somehow. We're recommending the Pistostone with 60 attack, 60 speed investment, and 6 SP investment. Because many Coromon are designed to counter Bearealis in the meta right now, we are recommending a mix set here with Splatter, Smackdown, Avalanche, and Faint Spurt. You're mostly going to be clicking Avalanche unless you're predicting something like Vulbrute to come in. Then you want to use Faint Spurts, which is going to hit special defense and is a special attacking move. Overall though, Bearealis is a very powerful Coromon that I highly recommend you consider for your team, and we do have one alternate set that you may want to consider. For this alternate Bearealis set, we're going to use an Overcharger Gem instead of the Pistostone. This means our skills will cost more SP, but will do more damage, and because of that, we're going to invest 25 points into SP, 16 into attack, and then 41 into speed to maximize this Bearealis set. While Bearealis will overwhelm you with its initial wall breaking power, something like Toravolt will attack you on the special side, and has a really great setup move in Supercharge. Supercharge will raise your special attack by 2 stages, making Toravolt an absolute crazy wall breaker with moves like Multi-Bolt, Bolt Bomb, and Ball of Darkness. Ball of Darkness is on this set for coverage, Multi-Bolt is there for proficiency and for priority as well, so you can pick things off very quickly if you need to, although Toravolt has decent 174 speed. And Bolt Bomb is going to be the hardest hitting move on this set, but it will deplete your entire SP, and it does 3 times the damage of the SP that's been depleted from that Coromon. Because Bolt Bomb is going to deplete your SP and you want to keep your Toravolt in for as long as possible, we are recommending the Mole Fruit, which is going to replenish your SP by 75% once you hit exhaustion with your Coromon. We do have an alternate Toravolt set that's going to have the same spread, but we're going to change to the Overcharger Gem instead of the Mole Fruit because we're dropping Bolt Bomb in exchange for Poison Chomp, and we're dropping Supercharger in exchange for Flame Tackle. Next up is Ucaclaw, who might be the best physical attacker in the game. Is between Ucaclaw or Bearealis. In this case, we're also running the Pistostone with max HP in this case, max attack, Humidifier to boost the power of your water type moves, and we have Splatter, Head Bash, Stonefish, and Splash. This set is pretty self-explanatory. You're mostly clicking Head Bash unless you think something's going to come in and resist that like Vulbrute. Otherwise you're clicking Splatter in the rain. You have Stonefist for coverage against things like Toravolt or other electric types, and then Splash for your set amount of damage that you can deal per turn just to chip things down as they're coming in to deal with Ucaclaw. Overall though, this is an overwhelming Coromon, and we do have an alternate set in case you want to run like a Pistostone Bearealis and Ucaclaw, so let's talk about the alternate set now. The alternate Ucaclaw set focuses on being a revenge killer, and it's really good at that with 39 speed investment, 60 attack, and 27 HP, with the Acrostone, which is going to increase your speed by 1 stage. Overall, a really great revenge killer if you are running something else as the Pistostone, but you still want to bring Ucaclaw. This is a really good alternative set for this Coromon. The last offensive set we'll talk about today is Swampa, which is really interesting. It's water cool, which prevents it from getting burned. We have the Almastone, which is going to boost your special attack. We have max HP and max special attack, so this is a bulky spread with Bubble Blower as your proficiency, Backstab to hit things like water types super effectively, Quicksand to hit those electric types, and Poison Chomp to hit normal types and to spread poison, hopefully, if you're so lucky. Overall, a really cool mixed attacker that we have here. 212 special attack, which is not bad at all, 182 attack, and it's boosted by the Almastone. I like this set because I do like bulky attackers. There's an alternate set you can run, that's the Overcharger set. I don't like that quite as much, so I'm not going to recommend it here, but I do recommend giving out bulky Swampa a chance with the Almastone, that max HP, and max special attack. The first offensive Coromon we'll talk about is Vulbrute. Although if you're playing competitive Coromon, you know that Vulbrute is much more than just a defensive Coromon. We're going to be running Constricting Flame, which is going to trap your opponent for up to 5 turns, Firestorm is your proficiency, Inner Peace, which will boost your special defense and special attack, then Illusion Burst just for a little bit of coverage because that's a normal type move. We have max HP, max defense, and then we're going to have Inner Peace, which is going to boost your special attack and special defense with Polished Body, which prevents your stats from getting lowered. Overall, this thing is just really good. It's a great check or counter to Bearealis depending on how you predict. We also have the Revitalizer gem, which will give you a little bit of HP back per turn, so if you can trap something and get set up, there's a really good chance you're taking out that trap Coromon and whatever gets brought in next. This is a very good Coromon to consider for your team, especially if you want a defensive Coromon with a lot of offensive utility as well. You can also run Vulbrute as a pure defensive wall with the Maka Stone, max HP, max defense, and the skills Firestorm, Illusion Burst, Detonate, and Splatter. They're both equally effective, it just depends on what you want for your team. If you want a harder check to Bearealis, probably run the Maka Stone. If you want some kind of setup sweeper or win condition, the setup tank is a better set for you. Overall though, two really great sets you can run for Vulbrute and a Coromon you should consider for your team. We won't spend too much time on Slitherpin. It is the baby form of Sir Pike, and the main draw here is Spike Body ++ in combination with Quantum Rock, which will do 50% recoil damage to any Coromon making physical contact. Absolutely absurd. We have moves like Spike Trap, which give us entry hazards. We have Last Stand, which will allow you to live on 1 HP, assuming you're not on 1 HP, for an extra bit of damage, hopefully another 50%. We have Head Crash, that's decent in terms of damage output, and then Poison Chomp to hit other normal types and hopefully spread poison. So between the 50% recoil, things like Last Stand, Spike Trap, and Poison Chomp, a really great utility Coromon if you're really struggling with physical attackers who make contact with the Coromon that they attack. Big Chonk works in a very similar way, having the trait Toxic Skin, which is going to toxic or poison any Coromon that makes contact on the first try. It's absolutely amazing because once that Coromon is poisoned, it's crippled for the rest of the match. There's no way to remove that status from the Coromon unless they have Zen Cure or their own way to remove it. And it's automatic on the first contact with Chonktoad, making it a very formidable physical wall. In addition to an amazing trait, we have the Maka Stone, which is going to boost your physical defense. We have a decent HP stat, and we're investing 60 points in HP. We have a decent defense stat, and we are investing 60 points into defense. And we have things like Flying Kick, Bubble Blower, Splash, and Quicksand. Overall, just the epitome of a bulky water with an amazing trait and a Coromon that you should definitely consider if you're looking for a formidable physical wall. And last but literally not least, probably the best or most useful, however you want to describe it, the most used Coromon in the game right now is Golbeak with Tactical Retreat, which is going to get you HP back every time you return back to your spinner. I believe it's 25% of your HP. We're running this with 60 HP, 60 defense with Spike Trap, Power Talon, Zen Cure, and Clearing Wind. The main draw of this set is that you can switch in multiple times, take hits, and get HP back. You can also set hazards, and you can clear hazards if you need to. You have your own recovery in Zen Cure, and then you have Power Talon that will deplete the SP of your opponent. Just an amazing Coromon in and of itself. And we have another set we're recommending that's just as formidable. For the alternative Golbeak set, we're going to drop the Revitalizer gem for the P.E.K.K.A. Stone. We're going to invest in special defense instead of defense. And because we can't use status moves with the P.E.K.K.A. Stone, we're going to have Lacerate, Power Talons, Prior Peck, and Clearing Wind, giving you multiple ways to attack your opponent, clear hazards, spun special attacks, retreat, get 25% of your HP back, and then come back in. A really great Coromon to consider for your team. Probably the best Coromon in the game, like I mentioned multiple times. And just so happy to see this thing finally be useful after being unusable before the merge. So those are about 8 or so of the most used or most effective Coromon, both offensively and defensively, you can use right now in the Coromon meta. If you have questions about how to get started, check out our team building series, which will be linked down below. And as always, if you enjoy Coromon and other monster entertainment content, please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next time. Alright, bye everyone.